back with a special guest, author of the acclaimed book Schlep, DePhilip Chalmers. Welcome, DePhilip. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good.
Put her there. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's
after all these years.
Yeah.
Let's get right into this book.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about it. It's all over the internet, and let's hold it up one more time so everybody at home can see it. And Philip, I'm going to shut up and you just go right into it. Tell us what this book is about.
Okay, it's what it is. It's an epic road trip adventure kind of story. It follows the adventures of a guy named Izzy, who's a struggling screenwriter, and every year he takes a trip out to Hollywood to sell his ideas. Okay. He follows Route 66. He does the same things every time. But on this particular journey, everything starts going wrong. Mm-hmm. And along the way, he meets a girl, an 18-year-old Zuni princess, okay, who helps him realize through their relationship, their romantic relationship, that his own self-worth is in love, is in itself.
Okay.
Someone didn't turn their phone off.
It's all right. We're just going to keep rolling. Don't worry about that. Now, you said Zuni princess.
Right. Zuni, American Indian.
Okay.
It's a Zuni tribe.
So she's Native American?
She's Native American and Irish.
And Irish?
And Irish.
Okay. Wow, what a mix.
Yes, she's 6'1".
So I'm trying to think of some funny anecdote here to say. So she likes to drink a lot and then do something that he needed to be able to do. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble from the great Native American Indians. You know what, though? Every time I go to the Wisconsin Dells, we go to this bar called Bronco Billy's. This is totally off the subject, and we go up there and drink. And it's right down the road from the Ho Chunk Casino.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of the great Native American folks come in there, and they're really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, go ahead.
Well, she's quite honored in this story because she's the catalyst to change this man's life. Mm-hmm. After all these years, right. It takes this girl to change his life. Mm-hmm. But the story is more than that. It's written in a journal format. It's a multi-dimensional story, and it's written in a journal format, and it kind of breaks format throughout the course of the story. Suddenly you jump into it and it's a screenplay. Suddenly you jump into it and it's third-party narrative. Oh, wow. So it's a very interesting read in that way.
But as long as you know that going into it, you shouldn't be too confused.
No, it's very easy to follow. Okay. It's a quick book to read.
Just a quick thing about your past. You were a teacher at a university level, or
no?
Oh, you weren't. Oh, I thought you told me you were. We're going to cut that part out. We're going to cut that part out right there. Okay. I was drinking before the interview. You know that, right? I had a few drinks.
Okay. It's,
now the thing that caught me when you mentioned the book, not that I didn't love having you on the show, but you were telling me that throughout the book, and I'm a big Beatle fan, as everybody knows.
Me too.
You're a big Beatle fan too. You said this is loaded. Schlep is loaded. Beatle fans. Loaded with Beatle trivia.
Tons of Beatle trivia.
Tons of Beatle trivia. Beatle fan. Now, have you promoted this book? Have you tried to get in touch with Terry Hemmert from WXRT?
Not yet, but she's on the list.
Okay, you got to send it because she's got a show called Breakfast with the Beatles. Terry, Beatle stuff.
Right.
She watched this.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well,
hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Okay.
Izzy is like us. He loves the Beatles. He knows everything about the Beatles. And there's a great scene, in fact, that we've turned into a performance piece that takes place in Vegas when the two they just get to Vegas and they're going to go see the Cirque du Soleil's performance Love.
Oh, nice.
Right, and of course I don't tell about the performance itself because you really have to see it. It's the most amazing show ever.
Oh, you have seen it?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes.
So you give it a thumbs up?
I give it both thumbs up.
I do have the soundtrack. Now, give us an idea. Give us an example of a couple of Beatle trivia facts that we would find in the book. Give us some tough ones because I'm pretty good. I might know them.
Well, okay, what's the original name of the Revolver album?
Chicken soup.
No.
Egg salad.
No.
That was yesterday, right?
That was yesterday.
Ah, darn it. Okay, I give up.
It was called Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. I didn't know that, but I do know the story about how the album cover of Rubber Soul came to be. They were like sitting around. Who was their photographer back in those days? Did the album cover? Whoever it was.
Right.
They were sitting around talking about it, and he just had it the regular way. They were looking at the things, and then it slipped back, and then it became like elongated.
Right.
And they were like, and the guy was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that." The slide came out of the projector the wrong way. And They were like, "No, that's great. We got to have that. We got to have that." So. Yeah. Beatle nerds. Okay, give me another one. Give me another Beatle trivia that we would find in Schlep by DePhilip Chalmers, kids.
Well, for example, one part they talk about the way that the music was used in Love.
Okay.
And the fact that there were 138 different pieces of music that were lifted from their original context, remixed and remastered to make new pieces of Beatles music.
Yes.
Which is an amazing feat in itself. But in the book, we talk about that a little bit. We go into how the Cirque du Soleil helped develop the show, how the Beatles were involved, and the Widows were involved in the whole making of the.
Do you have did you ever hear the soundtrack? Have you got the soundtrack?
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, it's really good. I think probably my favorite track on there is number 7, which is "Drive My Car," and then it goes into "Stop, Look What You're Doing," and then it goes back in and then there's a couple more things in there, but yeah, it's really good. The Revolution is really good on there too. I like the way they did that.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. But we're here to talk about Schlep, the Philip Chalmers book, and it's a wonderful journey down Route 66. Old Route 66?
Right, Old Route 66. He takes it there, and he always takes it back. But on this particular trip, they decide to take a different route home. He follows the old Lincoln Highway back home, which was the original Main Street of America. There's a piece that I'm developing right now. It's a performance piece. It's kind of along the lines of the Beat Generation.
Okay.
I have a guitarist who'll be playing with me in the background, doing different stuff.
I like that.
You know, and we talk about the Vegas scene just before they go in to see the Beatles. So the music that you hear in the performance piece is very Beatlesque, let's say.
Now, before we sat down and did the interview, you had your son with you today. Is it okay if we talk about his name?
Sure.
Okay, being a Beatle fan, when you mentioned his name was Julian, I immediately thought, oh, I wonder if that has any ties to the Beatles. And of course, you said it was John's
first son.
John's first son was Cynthia Lennon, of course.
Right.
Beautiful
Julian
name.
Lennon.
Such a beautiful name. If there's anything I missed, don't hesitate right now to go ahead and throw it right in there.
Well, the book is going to be available if you hold it up, the book will be available May 28th through Amazon and a lot of other online outlets. Pre-sales start May 7th at my website, which is www.dphilipchalmers.net.
And it's right there on the screen. We're going to put that right up on the screen right there for you.
Okay, and if you pre-order it, you get a signed copy. So.
And of course, this will be my copy, of course. To Philip, it was great. We've wanted to do this for so long, and we've been corresponding on the internet and over the phone for years now. And I'm finally so happy that you were able to make it to the studio. You're a great guy. To Philip Chalmers, everybody, go out and buy Schlep. Great title. Lots of Beatles stuff in there. We'll be right back after this. Hey, Chicago! I found a dealership that had the car that I was looking for at vhix.com. I mean, it took me like 10 minutes. I can't even take a shower that fast. Now, my dad, he's still looking in the newspaper trying to find a car. I'm like, Dad, that's like reading by candlelight. Get some electricity and go to vhix.com.
Research your next car, get a free price quote, and find a local dealer.
vhix.com. Funny name, great results. Dad, don't touch.
vhix.com, Chicagoland's roadmap to the automotive world.
Make your next party come to life. Call AbsolutelyEntertainment.net. Fun, interactive DJs, children's entertainers, plus celebrity lookalikes, singing telegrams, and more. Call today for a quote, 630-279-5088, or visit us online at AbsolutelyEntertainment.net. AbsolutelyEntertainment.net, the official party animals.